In this podcast, Dr. Mike Israetel discusses various aspects of training for muscle growth, focusing on evidence-based training, hypertrophy, and muscle gain. He emphasizes the importance of consistency in training, stating that showing up to the gym regularly is crucial for seeing results. He also highlights the significance of performing exercises correctly to maximize muscle growth. Dr. Mike stresses the importance of consistency in training, stating that showing up to the gym regularly is essential for seeing results. He explains that even if one does not have the perfect training plan, consistent effort over time can still lead to progress. Consistency multiplies the impact of training, making it crucial for achieving muscle growth. When it comes to selecting exercises for muscle growth, Dr. Mike emphasizes the importance of targeting the specific muscle groups one wants to develop. He mentions that exercises should focus on the intended muscle and generate tension, burn, and pump in that muscle. He also discusses the concept of perturbation, where weakness or soreness in the target muscle indicates effective stimulation. Dr. Mike lists 10 exercises that he believes are effective for building muscle mass. These include high bar squats, overhead barbell press, skull crushers, pull-ups, barbell bent rows, stiff-legged deadlifts, cambered bar bench press, dips, super ROM laterals, and seated incline dumbbell curls. He explains the rationale behind each exercise selection, focusing on their ability to target specific muscle groups effectively. Dr. Mike introduces the concept of stimulus to fatigue ratio, which involves evaluating the effectiveness of an exercise in stimulating muscle growth relative to the fatigue it induces. He discusses exercises with poor stimulus to fatigue ratios, such as deadlifts, floor presses, and partial range movements. These exercises may not effectively target specific muscles or provide adequate stability for optimal muscle growth. Dr. Mike emphasizes the importance of good technique in training for muscle growth. He explains that good technique should focus on targeting specific muscles, providing stability, and maximizing force production. He highlights the significance of biomechanics in exercise selection and stresses the need for stability to enhance force production and muscle growth. Dr. Mike provides examples of good technique, such as performing squats with proper depth to target the quads effectively. He also discusses the importance of stability in exercises like incline dumbbell press, where grounding the feet can improve stability and increase force production. By focusing on proper technique, individuals can optimize their training for muscle growth. Dr. Mike emphasizes that training should be individualized based on each person's unique needs and preferences. He explains that exercise selection and technique should be tailored to the individual to maximize muscle growth. By considering factors like stability, muscle targeting, and biomechanics, individuals can design a training program that is effective and sustainable for long-term progress. Dr. Mike recommends a specific warm-up routine, including progressively heavier sets leading up to the working weight, to prepare the muscles and nervous system for the workout. He suggests incorporating a variety of rep ranges, ranging from 5 to 30 reps, to promote muscle growth effectively. Additionally, he advises adjusting the weight based on the ability to lift it within the target rep range and close to failure. In terms of warm-up music, Dr. Mike humorously mentions his preference for dark and intense music like Sleep Token, highlighting the personal nature of music choice in the gym. He also addresses the general warm-up versus specific warm-up debate, emphasizing the importance of a thorough, specific warm-up routine to prepare the body for the workout effectively. Dr. Mike discusses the concept of training to failure and explains that while going to failure can lead to increased muscle growth, it also results in higher levels of fatigue. He recommends training slightly shy of failure to allow for more volume in the workout and better recovery over time. Dr. Mike also touches on the importance of testing one's limits occasionally to ensure accurate rep ranges and training intensity. Dr. Mike recommends training each muscle group 2 to 4 times per week for optimal hypertrophy. He explains that muscles recover relatively quickly, so training them more frequently can lead to better results. For general fitness, training 2 times a week is sufficient, while professional bodybuilders may train up to 9 times a week. He also highlights the importance of listening to your body and adjusting training frequency based on recovery and performance. When it comes to the amount of sets, Dr. Mike suggests focusing on total working sets per muscle group per session rather than sets per exercise. He mentions that anywhere between 5 to 8 working sets per muscle per session is a good range for hypertrophy. Additionally, he recommends going close to failure in each set to maximize muscle growth. He also explains the concept of junk volume, where doing too many sets can lead to diminishing returns and increased fatigue without additional benefits. Dr. Mike introduces a 4-factor checklist model for determining rest periods between sets. He emphasizes the importance of allowing the cardiovascular system, neural strength, synergists, and target muscle to recover before starting the next set. By following this model, individuals can ensure they are adequately recovered and ready to perform at their best in each set. He also highlights the significance of auto-regulating rest periods based on individual recovery needs. Dr. Mike recommends keeping training sessions under 2 hours to prevent excessive systemic fatigue and maintain optimal performance. He suggests that session lengths between 45 minutes to an hour and a half are ideal for most individuals. Longer sessions can lead to decreased muscle fiber recruitment and reduced effectiveness of training. He advises adjusting session length based on individual recovery capacity and training goals. Dr. Mike stresses the importance of consistent progression in weight and reps to stimulate muscle growth. He suggests adding small increments of weight or increasing reps gradually each week to ensure continuous progress. By challenging yourself with slightly heavier weights or more reps, you can push your muscles to adapt and grow over time. Dr. Mike discusses the concept of periodization in training, which involves structuring workouts to optimize performance and recovery. He explains the importance of incorporating deload weeks to allow for adequate rest and prevent overtraining. By strategically planning recovery periods and adjusting training volume, individuals can avoid plateaus and continue making progress in their fitness journey. He emphasizes the need for a balanced approach to periodization to ensure long-term success in hypertrophy training. Dr. Mike explains that training splits should be designed based on the muscles being trained and their recovery time. He suggests that individuals training hard should deload every 4 to 8 weeks to prevent systemic fatigue. Beginners may not need to deload as frequently due to lower training intensity. He highlights the importance of selecting exercises that work well together within a session to target specific muscle groups effectively. For example, pairing biceps with legs may be more suitable than pairing back with legs to avoid overloading the lower back. While discussing training modalities like myo-reps, rest pauses, and drop sets, Dr. Mike explains that these techniques can be effective if used in conjunction with training close to failure and within the appropriate repetition range. He advises individuals to focus on muscle fatigue and recovery when incorporating these methods into their workouts. Dr. Mike delves into the concept of motivation and its role in adherence to a training program. He suggests finding sources of inspiration, setting specific goals, and creating a supportive environment to stay motivated. Additionally, he emphasizes the importance of enjoying the exercises and making the gym experience positive to enhance motivation. When addressing plateaus in progress, Dr. Mike recommends evaluating factors such as training intensity, recovery, nutrition, and sleep. He emphasizes the need to progressively overload muscles, ensure adequate recovery, and prioritize sleep for optimal results. Additionally, he advises individuals to assess their training habits and make necessary adjustments to break through plateaus. Dr. Mike stresses the significance of adequate sleep for muscle growth and recovery. He explains that chronic undersleeping can hinder progress and recommends prioritizing sleep as a cornerstone of a successful training regimen. Balancing recovery with training intensity is crucial for sustained progress and overall well-being.